And in Riyadh, we're joined by Reem Dafar from the Saudi American Public Relations Affairs Committee. Reem, we'd like to start with you. Do you accept that Rahaf's life was in danger and that she had to get away, both from her family and from Saudi Arabia?
I would believe that she would be in danger from her family because we have multiple abuse cases in Saudi Arabia, just like any other country. But I highly doubt she was in danger from the government. The government would be the #1 entity to protect her within the kingdom.
The problem is, Reem, is that Rahaf had renounced Islam. She'd walked away from the faith. And according to the law in Saudi Arabia, that is punishable by being executed, sentenced to death.
Yes, but you're talking here about an 18-year-old girl who doesn't really know a lot about her faith, her Islam, and I truly do not believe that any judicial system would take her seriously. They would put her back with her family and consult with her. That's why we have a lot of family consulting entities within the kingdom.
Reem, she may not know her faith as well as she should, according to you, but she knows the law, and the law is if you are an apostate, there's a possibility of being executed. Would you really advise her to have taken the risk?
I would have advised her to talk to her family, to talk to other people with other faiths, to talk to one of her sheikhs here in Saudi Arabia, to explore other religions within Saudi Arabia. We want her to
The problem
educate.
is, Reem, I mean, at least the picture she was portraying, she had very limited options. She says that she was receiving death threats from her family, that she was beaten by her mother and her brother, and that she was locked in a room for 6 months just for cutting her hair. I mean, it's an intolerable situation for her.
That is an intolerable situation, and I feel for her. But that's why we have the Ministry of Labor and Social Development. They've carried out multiple programs to counter abuse, to have a hotline, to have anonymous and confidential callers, people calling 24 hours. They can call a hotline. It's called 1919 any time of the day, and they would find a lot of help. Especially that these programs are being led by women who want to help other women. So she would have found a lot of people to help her within Saudi Arabia.
Reem, let me come to you. From a Saudi perspective, does this make the Saudi blood boil to see Canada embracing Rahaf in this way?
Well, it doesn't make the government blood boil. It makes the mainstream blood boil, the social media within Saudi Arabia, because Saudi Arabia is very much a family-centric culture. So families around here are asking, where's her mother? Where's her siblings? Where's their uncles, their sisters? We have a very intricate society, and everyone has the moral responsibility that if they see abuse, if they see anyone threatening anyone else, even if that's a father, they report it to the Ministry of Labor and Social Development. They report it to social services. There's multiple ways to address this. So this is not in the interest of Rahaf along the line. Politicizing it, it's going to have dire consequences on her psyche, on her social well-being, and we don't know, to be honest, what's going to become of her.
Reem, you talk about society. We have one Egyptian human rights campaigner who says that Rahaf's journey marks the beginning of a revolution for young women and possibly even men in Saudi Arabia.
Rahaf Mohammed Al-Qanoun, mark my words, is going to start a revolution in Saudi Arabia. Go on social media now and watch the accounts of so many young Saudis saying, Rahaf, you have shown us that we can do this.
Back to Reem in Riyadh now. Sorry, you're shaking your head. You obviously don't agree with that analysis.
Not at all, not at all. The only revolution right now is a positive revolution. The only revolution right now is among youth within Saudi Arabia that are talking, or maybe an awareness revolution. Sure, an awareness revolution of where to go, where to report abuse. We have more than 10,000 reports of abuse that are dealt with. We have multiple lines that people answer. This is a family level problem. It is not a policy level or politics level problem like how Canada has made it.